Attending film festivals used to be a nerve-wracking experience for me. Instead of engaging with people, I'd retreat to a corner and pretend to be busy, leaving frustrated. Though I did manage to meet Wally, Lightning McQueen, and Lego Buzz. Fast forward to today, and I absolutely love meeting new people, starting conversations and exploring collaborations at these events. One cool person I met is Andi Shuler. I bumped into her at LightBox Expo, and I couldn't resist introducing myself. She's here to share some valuable tips on preparing for animation events and a post-event strategy that unlocked amazing opportunities for me. So stick around to the end for that. She's a career coach for creatives with a background in animation development, recruiting, and social media for studios like Netflix and Steamroller Animation.
I help people navigate their creative careers and thrive in them.
I am screenwriter Pietro Schito, and this is Write for Animation. Subscribe to become a better storyteller. Getting ready for LightBox Expo, socks, portfolio, flyers, Mickey Mouse tie, business cards, and pins. Let's go. Here we are at LightBox Expo. We're approaching our booth, which is 104. This is super exciting. I can't wait to see what happens today. I'm preparing for the panel and to meet a lot of people. Let's start with an exercise. Take a moment to define 1 or 2 clear goals you have for attending this particular event and write them down. Let's say you're a story artist and you want to find a great internship in the story department of a major animation studio, or find a director or writer to partner up with and create a short animatic.
You're going to want to make sure you have things like your portfolio prepared, you have business cards, or make sure that everything looks good, everything's clickable, or if you have it in a physical format, that everything looks clean. If your goal is to just go and get inspired by other artists, and make sure you know like what's playing, when, where, know what artists are going to be there. If you want to like meet maybe your favorite artist or creator or director.
I just got to Annecy in France. I'm so excited. Look at the lake here. It's fantastic. Business cards are your friends at animation events like this. It's like leaving behind a little handshake. Make sure your cards have a couple of ways for people to reach out to you, like your social media, email, and phone number. For portfolios, it's important to have a neat website, a link to a PDF, or even a physical booklet that lays out your work nicely.
Really put like your strongest piece first, and then your second strongest piece last, because you really want to start out really strong.
Okay.
For you, it looked like it was pretty clear, like everything was pretty user-friendly. It was all labeled very clearly of, click on this and you get this. People, sometimes we want to do all this like really cool stuff with a website and then it ends up being overcomplicated, but make sure that a recruiter could look at your website and easily be able to find all the information that they need to find.
Waiting for my brother. He has a marketing agency and he's gonna help me put those tips from Andi into practice. I've got my portfolio and business cards all set, but the thought of approaching people is kind of freaking me out.
Practice small talk. This is something you can actually practice outside of an animation event. Just like, I know it may sound uncomfortable, but if you're standing in line for coffee or out and about of your day, like you're in the elevator, practice, talking to the person next to you. It's going to make your life richer. You're going to just meet so many amazing people. A really big tip I have is like compliment someone. You just see someone like, hey, I really like your hat, or you don't feel bothered if someone's trying to genuinely talk to you and be friendly.
Today it's a great day, but I'm also a little nervous because I'll be moderating a panel with 3 of my animation heroes.
Jorge Gutierrez, Peter Ramsey, and the incredible Phil Lord.
And he's been my hero.
You're my hero.
And they're both my heroes.
There we go. And you 3 are my heroes.
When I was working in development, with high profile like showrunners and, people that I recognize, you just realize that like, oh yeah, they're just regular people with their own problems, your own passions, interests. Like, think of it as like you're just talking to your friend or someone you've known forever. I think it all comes down to is being an active listener and really showing interest.
This reminds me of a story I've heard about a person at a convention bar. He ended up chatting with a stranger, but instead of talking about himself, he just listened intently, occasionally asking questions. After a while, the chatty stranger turned to him and said, "You're the most interesting person I've ever met." Listening to people is a great way to connect. So show genuine interest and look for ways you can help the people you meet. Once you've struck a friendship, you may come back to your goals and ask people if they know someone that could help you achieve them. For example, do you happen to know anyone here who's searching for story interns? I'm off to meet a Disney director, and we have a potential project that we might be working together. He will be a mentor for us on the project. And now getting to my bus stop. Actually, it's here. One little conversation like this could be a game changer. I remember one time that I started a quick chat with a DreamWorks filmmaker, and we ended up working together. I'm here with Juan from Bergamo Animation.
Hello.
We are super excited, like kids.
Yeah, I know. We are about to see John Broom and his whole team behind Chloe. So
Look at this. They gave us a bag, action figures, and we're gonna bring these to my daughters. My name is Pietro. I'm from Italy. I really love the show.
A lot of people can be focused on just networking with like recruiters or executives or people who they think, can do something for them or get them a job. But, connect with people who are trying to break in, and because one, you just never know who it is that, has your back when you're in this industry. So many people move around and recommend people for things. So you just never know who it is that can help you. But even then, this animation event, you have like so many potential new friends that you can make.
I connected online with Salil, a great composer who loves animation, and I finally got to meet him in person at LightBox Expo and Annecy Film Festival, where he invited me to rent a pedal boat and we spent some great time at the lake. An animation festival may be a great opportunity to meet your online friends in person and have some fun together. It's not all about business and career. Here's a picture from LightBox Expo, where I got to finally meet in person some of our WFA Animation Academy members. If you love animation, join our community of passionate storytellers and bring your career to the next level. Join today from WFAAnimation.com/academy. I can't wait to see you in our next session. So you've made it. The festival is over. You made new friends and gotten a lot of business cards. Now it's time to recharge your social battery and ready yourself, because you're just getting started.
Follow up with people, it's like a plant. You have to water it or it won't grow.
I think it's the most important thing you can do to make the most out of an event. I've developed a system on how to do this right. The first step is to ask yourself, what is the outcome? It doesn't mean you want something from somebody. Maybe the outcome is helping them or nurturing a friendship. With that in mind, I send out an email, text, or a DM. Always keep your emails short and structured. Remind the person how you met. Maybe you took a selfie together and decide to include it as a reminder. Whatever feels proper. Now, the problem with follow-ups is that life gets in the way and one or both sides just forgets.
I used to believe that if they didn't reply, it's because they looked at the email and they're not interested. Most of the time, it's just that they have a million other things to do.
That's so true, because I think sometimes people think like, oh, when I follow up, they think what's going through the person's head is like, oh my gosh, this person's so annoying. Why do they keep reaching out to me? When what's actually going through their head is probably like, oh man, I totally forgot about their message.
I use the snooze or remind me option on my email app so that I don't forget to follow up. I even add a note on my physical calendar so that I don't forget it. If I don't hear back, I resend the same message with something like, hey, I hope you're well, just resending this in case you missed it. Each time I go to an animation event, I also line up some meetings and visits at the local studios. I'm here with Fernando from Spirit Studio. What did we do today?
it was a pretty insane day. We went to the Walt Disney Animation Studios. Fantastic. It's like a museum with all this beautiful art and people, creative minds. So fantastic. And then we went to the Netflix Animation Building. Also very interesting. Lots of great stuff going on there. And then we went to the Lucasfilm, which was crazy. You know, we saw Yoda and C-3PO.
We met Yoda personally.
Yes, and Yoda told us, great you are. So it was amazing. Successful, you would be.
At an animation event, you're going to make a lot of connections, get a lot of cards, contact info, but you really want to take advantage of that time, like right after the event, to really look at all the people you connected with and to follow up with that. Those seeds that you're planting. Yeah, really water it, nurture it.
If you're preparing for attending an event, I have the perfect gift for you. It's a free PDF checklist with proven tips to help you prep for the next event. This checklist will ensure you've got everything covered. Click on the link below the like button to download it now. And speaking of meeting amazing people at animation events, there's a great piece of advice that I've learned from Guillermo del Toro at the Annecy Film Festival. It can change your entire mindset about the animation industry, especially if you sometimes feel discouraged like me. Click here, it's a super quick video that you don't want to miss. I'm screenwriter Pietro Schito, this is WFA Animation, and I'll see you there.